Biomass is defined as organic matter that can be converted into fuel. These fuels are known as biofuels. This method of converting plant matter into energy is a part of contemporary industry, especially in the realm of automobiles. A common type of biofuel is ethanol, or grain alcohol. The issue at hand. 40% of the oil used in the United States is imported, an affair that costs roughly $300 billion annually. The process of refining oil, like other fossil fuels, also has a negative impact on the environment. This includes emitting potent greenhouse gases such as methane and carbon dioxide into the air. Water ecosystems are also disrupted when water is taken to cool processing machines and then released back into the environment, along with any toxins. The alternative energy solution. First-generation biofuels are fuels made directly from food crops. Ethanol is grain alcohol made from starch fermentation and distillation. As a first-generation biofuel, ethanol is a renewable fuel made from materials such as corn, sugarcane, and soybeans. Almost all of the gasoline in the United States includes ethanol, whether in low-level blends such as E10 or higher-level blends such as E85. These biofuels are advantageous as they are essentially carbon neutral. The amount of carbon emitted when burning these fuels is counteracted by the amount of carbon taken in while growing these biofuel crops. Adding ethanol to the fuel mix in cases such as E10 and E85 reduces the amount of gasoline consumed while driving and thereby decreases the amount of air and water pollution. Car engines must be modified to run on E85 fuel. However, first-generation biofuels present a problem coined food versus fuel. In order to meet consumer fuel needs, vast amounts of food crops must be harvested, thereby reducing the amount of crops for commercial circulation and causing a spike in prices. This is evident as 40% of U.S. corn is used in ethanol production, and prices have increased an average of $2 a bushel in 2004 to 2005, and then to more than $4 a bushel in 2007 to 2011. To quell the debate of food versus fuel, scientists and bioengineers have turned to second-generation biofuels, which are not made from food crops. The only exception to this rule are foods that have fulfilled their commercial purpose. For example, waste vegetable oil can be converted into fuel. Ethanol as a second-generation biofuel includes the production of cellulosic ethanol. Cellulose is a long chain of linked sugar molecules, which are abundant in carbon. Cellulose is a key component of plant materials. A material known as lignin, which gives plants their tough or woody properties, is also utilized in the production of second-generation biofuels. Examples of cellulosic biomasses include grass clippings, switchgrass, and recycled newspapers. Cellulosic biomasses can be refined through biochemical conversion. During this process, the biomass is pre-treated by steeping in a hot bath of sulfuric acid. The acid breaks down the cellular walls and lignin of the material, releasing the hemicellulose. The hemicellulose is then broken down into 4 sugars: xylose, mannose, arabinose, and galactose. Then a process known as cellulose hydrolysis washes off the acid and mixes in enzymes to convert the cellulose into glucose. Fermentation can then occur. The product then undergoes separation, removing the non-alcoholic substances called stillage and sending the alcohol to be distilled. The finished product is purified ethanol fuel. Cellulosic biomasses can also be refined through thermochemical conversion. A process called gasification produces synthesis gas or syngas made of carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. Because gasification also makes sulfur and tar as byproducts, the gases go to a tar reformer, which chemically converts these substances into more syngases. The gases then compress and run along a metal catalyst, building the molecules back into ethanol and other hydrocarbons. Separation removes the ethanol. The results of refining cellulosic biomasses to produce cellulosic ethanol includes that it releases 86% less greenhouse gases than gasoline and 52% less than corn ethanol. Also, E85 emissions are reduced in carbon monoxide, nitrous oxides such as acid rain and smog by 50%, and carcinogens such as benzene, ultimately providing a greener, cleaner world. Investing in second-generation biofuels would be an efficient and eco-friendly solution to the United States' growing fuel problem. It would provide a renewable form of fuel that can be made out of waste materials, thereby not affecting our essential diets and even cleaning up undesirable substances.